Everybody, it's Kevin and Ralph, and we are at the cottage and we're cooking. We're making pot roast, and it's a warm day. Didn't want to heat up the kitchen for dinner, so we're going to make the pot roast in the kitchen shed. So it's right in here. So this is our kitchen shed, and this is our good old tank here. This is our 1950 Hot Point automatic electric range, and this is in the late summer when we do canning and pickling. We use this room an awful lot, and also when we're cooking dinner and I either need an extra oven or in this case when it's just hot in the kitchen, we don't want to heat up the house, we'll cook out here.
And you created a lot of this in here.
Yeah, it was just this was actually a tool shed when I came here.
He did the curtains, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I did. I made the curtains myself.
It's good in the kitchen and
so
in the
here's what we're
room.
starting with. We're starting with the chuck roast. You could also use an English roast. This is about 3 pounds. I've got a roaster pan here with a couple
oil.
Yeah, a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. And we've just salt and peppered this on both sides. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hear that sizzle.
Get a nice sear going.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to sear this because actually the method really that we're using here is it's a braise. We're going to brown this on both sides, and then we're going to add a few things. We're going to add, of course, some water. I've got 2 onions chopped, 4 crushed, a whole cloves of garlic just smashed. We have some beef broth, and then we have a couple little seasonings. This is actually mushroom bouillon. Probably hard to find, but if you have a Polish market or a Polish section in your neighborhood store, they might have this mushroom bouillon. It's wonderful.
Are we making a beef fusion or a beef fusion?
No, this is for the cook.
Oh.
So,
beef bourguignon, that's what I was trying to think of.
and then this is a very old-time seasoning, bouillon kind of mix, G. Washington's. They make it in golden and rich brown. And it's hard to find, but there's a couple markets here that carry it, and this is something my mom used all the time. Regular beef bouillon would work okay too, but I like this. Again, reminds me of Mom. So we're gonna let this kind of sear, and then we're gonna flip it and do the other side. We're gonna brown it on both sides, and then we'll come back and add in the ingredients. Okay? We've got our chuck roast here. Like I said, about 3 pounds. It is all brown. It has a nice crust on both sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a few things to the pan here. We're going to start with some beef broth, and then we want to bring the water level up just a little bit to about halfway up the roast. Now, of course, we will add vegetables, and the potatoes and carrots will get added later. If we put them in now, they're going to get too soft. So, but what we are going to put in, because this will really help flavor things, is we're going to put in our onions and our garlic. So, again, we had a couple of onions quartered, and we've got about 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to sprinkle in a little mushroom bouillon, and we're going to put in a packet of G. Washington's rich brown seasoning. Okay. All right. So there we go. That is it. It is ready to go. We're going to put our cover on, and we're going to put it in the oven. And there we go. Beautiful. It's in at 350 degrees. We're going to cook it at 350 for about 2 hours. Put the vegetables in, take it down to about 300 for another hour, and then it'll be ready. So that's the plan. A beef chuck roast is, not a real tender piece of meat. You probably saw, it's marbled. There's fat, connective tissues. But cooking it, braising it in liquid for a long period of time, all those tissues, all that fat melts down, and you'll see when we're done, the meat will just be tender and moist, and that's what you want in a pot roast. Of course, keeping it in liquid as it cooks helps ensure moisture. So we'll be back in a couple hours, throw the vegetables in, and then go from there. So we've had this in now for about 2 hours, and
wow, it smells
you
awesome.
can see that has reduced down a little bit, the liquid. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'll put a little bit more in there. But what we're going to do now is we are going to add our veggies. Now, you see the onions are already in there. They are so tender.
They're kind of falling apart.
Yeah. So you can use any kind of potato, Yukon Gold, Red Skin, whatever. I had these russet potatoes hanging around, so that's what's going in there. Carrots, nice chunks of carrot. And then, I'm Polish, got to have mushrooms. So mushrooms go in.
Makes for a nice traditional Sunday pot roast.
Yeah. And there it is. So we take it down to about 300 degrees here. Back in our oven for another hour. Get those veggies nice and tender. And
voila.
when we come back, we'll take it out, and it'll be time for dinner. See you then. Okay, let's see how it came out. It's been about 3 hours total cooking time. And so we're gonna shut the oven off here. Should be. There it is. Now, a good thing to do is you take your fork, and we just want to jab. See, those potatoes are nice and soft. Your carrots are nice and soft. See that nice brown gravy?
Is that what they call fork tender?
Yeah, and here's the meat. You see where I'm pulling it apart with this fork?
Oh.
So, this is ready. So, pot roast, very traditional. Not hard to make. You just got to have the time to make it. But it will be something very special for your table. So, thanks for being a part of it. We're going to go eat pot roast, right, Ralph?
See you next time.
Yeah, bye.